Hey everybody, out here in my workshop doing some painting. Got the heater going. It looks like we're about 53 degrees in here now. It's close to 40 outside. Had the heater going for a while. Gonna shoot some paint, get some progress moving along on some of these builds, try to get some painting done so I can finish some other ones, because we got a pretty bad cold snap coming up next week, and want to be as productive as possible. However, this is the end. It's past the end. The end was December 7th, Remembrance Day, which was much more important than the end of our group build. But nevertheless, that's when the Formula One season ended. And so ended the 2025 Formula One group build, which was hosted by Tim at Box Garage, my very good friend. Thank you, Tim, for helping out, for spearheading, for helping create. You really came up with this idea, sort of a spur of the moment deal that we did here. Thanks for allowing me to co-host. I had an absolute blast. We had some terrific participation. We had some truly wonderful builds. I'm currently compiling a slideshow video. I have pictures, I believe, from everyone who completed a model, a kit, and all of the completions will go into a video, which I will post on the channel here, and I'll tag everybody if they have a channel. I believe Tim's wife, Julie, was the only one who wasn't part of the channel, or part of YouTube, that did a build, which is fine. It's going to be open, always open to everybody, so, you know, tell your friends. But we'll do it again next year. Basically, the timeline's going to be the 2026 Formula One season, but as Tim and I have discussed, we're really lax on the rules. We have people enter with Indy cars, not Formula One cars. We don't care. We just want people to have fun. That's what it's all about. Grab a kit that's a Formula style kit, build it for the Formula One group build, please. So technically it'll be, you know, March to December or whatever the season is. But if you find time and you're bored this winter and you want to start poking away at a Formula One kit or something like that, by all means, do that. We'd love to see it next year or whenever. And I'll even, if you finish it after I do the completed videos for this year, I'll stick it in next year's video, even if you finish it in January, February, or whatever. We're very, very lax on the rules. We just want people to have fun, and I did have fun. I thought it was an absolute blast, like I said, and we had some really just gorgeous builds. My friend Mark from Montana, he did a lot of scratch building, built the BRM out of slot car materials, and that one just blew me away. We had some really nice, more modern ones from Tamiya Kits, a couple older ones from the ancient Merit kits, which are tough to build. So I always like to see those built too. Just a wide range of subjects. And I hope everybody that participated had a great time too. So Tim has taken it upon himself to put together some prizes. Well, a prize for everybody. You know, he's gonna get that stuff mailed out, but I wanted to make my own thank you video, as well as show off my second build. I finished it a week or two ago, a week or two before the finale. I'm not sure the exact date. It's been on Facebook, you might have seen it there, but it's the Tamiya Lotus 25, sort of a challenger to Mark's build. He started his project, and it inspired me to crack into this classic Lotus. So I will do the little word from our sponsors here, and while that's going on, I'll get you spun around and set my my build up on the turntable so we can take a look at it, and then I'll get out of your hair. Again, thank you to all who participated or even thought about participating. It really means the world to myself and to Tim. So that's it. I'll see you on the other side here. VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resins proudly offers unique, detailed, and accurate wheels, suspension parts, engines, engine parts, and diorama accessories for 1/24th and 1/25th scale model cars, trucks, and scale scenes. VCG Resins by Reese. Parts that stand out, service that stands by you. Okay, now we're back. Spun around the other way. And now you can listen to me drone on about the Lotus 25, which is one of the most iconic Formula One cars of all time, and one of the most important Formula One cars of all time, because this was one of Colin Chapman's masterpieces. This is the first monocoque style car, which, you know, is essentially the beginnings of the modern Formula One car as we know it, instead of the space frame sort of bathtub construction that had come before. And it upset some people straight out of the gate because Chapman was selling them the previous version, which was not monocoque, when he came up with the 25, and then he refused to sell his privateer entries, the Lotus 25. Powered by a 1.5 liter Coventry Climax V8, tiny little V8. Jim Clark pretty much dominated 1963, which was the year this car was introduced. He won 7 Grand Prix. He ran away with the championship. I think 3 races before the end of the season, he had already had it iced. And, you know, it was just a really impressive season from Team Lotus and Jim Clark. They struggled a little bit in 1964, and in 65, you know, the Lotus was back on top again. But this led directly to the Lotus 29 Indy car, the Lotus 33, which was the successor with the bigger V8. The Lotus 49, all on and on and on. There was a whole line, but it was all thanks to this car. I think it's a beautiful car. I love this era. I'm gonna center it up on here, and then I'll try to get you in here a little closer. So, it's just shot with Tamiya Racing Green. The decal sheet is from IndyCals, and this represents the end of the year paint scheme. At the beginning of the year, we did not have the yellow stripe. It was all green, and, you know, the numbers varied throughout the races. I don't know if they did that based off of when you entered, or I have no idea. The magnesium wobbly web wheels, I always thought were really interesting looking. The tires, they are from IndyCals. They're 3D printed resin. The kit tires are really nice, and they have gold Dunlop lettering, but that wasn't accurate. The letters, the tires weren't lettered in 1963, and the shape of those kit tires are a little weird. So I picked these up from IndyCals, and really happy with it. Take it for a spin around the outside here. You can see a little bit of that little Coventry Climax V8 back there. The tires from IndyCals are super nice. That was a really nice update to the kit, I thought. I used various metallics on the transaxle, the exhaust, the drive shafts there, the engine, all that stuff. The engine cover fits pretty well. It's just friction fit at the back, so it wants to pop up a little bit, but that doesn't bother me. It looks good enough. Yeah. Just a really, really excellent kit. I think this and the Honda RA272 from the 65 season that a lot of people have built and seen built are 2 of my favorite Tamiya Formula One kits. I just had a really great time building this. The steering is completely posable, you know, which is nice for photos or whatever. I always like the posable steering. It does have polycaps. I always glue my wheels and tires, so no exception here. You guys may remember I damaged this decal, but we got that touched up. Engine cover comes off, like so, and the front comes off, so we can take a closer look. It's got a radiator there. We got the the fuel tank and the other tanks there. Fuel running right in front of the driver there. You can see the really nice injection and everything of the kit. I didn't do any, this is all straight out of the box except for the tires and the decals. Didn't feel like super detail in this. You weren't going to be able to see much of the plugs and wires anyways, but you know, some really great detail in the kit, and one that I'm really happy with. It's gonna be one of the prizes of the display case. I'm just really pleased with it. So with that, I believe we've reached the end of the 2025 Formula One group build. One more time, thank you so much to my very good friend Tim. Thank you so much to all of you who participated or took the time to do an entry video. And if you didn't finish, once again, I hope we see you next year for the 2026 version. You know, all things Lord willing, you know, we'll be back. Yeah, so some things are out of our control, but that's the hope for now. So that's plenty long enough. I've once again found myself babbling on. You know, we get into car history and I just love it. So I had a lot of fun researching this, the changes from the previous Lotuses like the 21 and things like that, as well as the Coventry Climax V8, which was an icon in its own right. Although Coventry really missed the boat whenever, dropped the ball, missed the boat, just putting things together. When the regulations changed, and that really cost Lotus. But for 1963, they really had their stuff together, and this car was a force. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody that participated had a lot of fun, because I did. I'll see you all again in the next video, which is going to be very soon indeed. Perhaps tomorrow. I'm going to shoot it right now. I'm just going to probably post it the following day after I get this one up. So I'll see you guys. Bye.